In the recent years, innovation has become an integral part of companies' operations. But why is it actually important to innovate? Let me first introduce you to the concept of the competitive advantage. Every company that wants to be successful in the market has to have a competitive advantage that lets the company to win among its competition. Usually we distinguish between two types of competitive advantages. On the one hand, it's a cost leadership. On the other hand, it's the differentiation strategy. A great example would be the one of Samsung versus Apple. We all know that Samsung produces the very famous Galaxy smartphones, and they are trying to do that with a cost leadership strategy where they try to capture a large share of the market. On the other hand, Apple focuses with its iPhones on an appealing design and a great user experience, which makes them very different to all the other players in the market. However, competitive advantages erode over time, and what got you here won't get you there. You can imagine the life cycle of a competitive advantage as an S-curve. When your competitive advantage is already at the maturity stage, meaning at the top of the S-curve, you should already start looking around for new impulses and new opportunities for your company. This is what we usually call the innovator's dilemma. At this point in time, businesses have to decide if they still want to cater to their customers' current needs, or if they want to adapt new technologies and new innovations that will cater to their future needs. Obviously, this is not an easy decision, and a company has to decide and create capabilities in order to be able to jump from that current S-curve to another one and create a new paradigm. As an example, we can mention Netflix. Everybody knows Netflix. They started with their DVD mailing services, and they introduced a new digital streaming service to their customers. This unfortunately led to a huge plummet in their market share. However, this has shown to be a disruptive decision, and it skyrocketed Netflix in terms of market share. It created a completely new industry and made them a leader in that industry. And that is why we see innovation as the third competitive advantage, where companies have to create innovation as their core competence and make it a competitive advantage for their organization in itself.